And we're live. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday or something like that. It's a couple of days before if you celebrate Christmas, and I know people are out shopping and everything, but this is going to be my last live of 2024. And I wanted to hop on here and talk about a few things, including the cost of living increases for veterans and Social Security recipients. So I want to talk about that, talk about the most popular videos we had on the channel this month, open it up to questions that you may have that you may not have had a chance to ask me over 2024 year, and hopefully look forward to what we can do for 2025 for our TXC crew. So before I go into anything, what prompted me to do this video today was I got an email from YouTube, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. And it tells us basically when you have a channel on YouTube, they give you a little recap. And it said TXC Tells All. We joined in 2020. And in this year, we've had 1,876 new subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber to the channel, shout out to you. Let us know how you joined, what brought you to the channel. We always are interested to see how we attract our viewers. We had over 156,000 views, 62 uploads, 5,953 likes, 896 comments, and 1,550 shares. So thank you for those who have watched, and not only watched, but hit the like button like you're going to do with this video and shared it with somebody that you thought it may be beneficial to. It's really helped to grow the channel. In this year, our most viewed video this year was when I did a video about the new VA rules for veterans that got over 1,480 hours watched. And the top short was how to get your free employer identification number. Because a lot of times people don't know that you can just do it yourself, and they end up paying a service for something that takes about 5 minutes at most to get it if you have a business that you're opening up. I walked through how to do that. And the live stream was the same video, the new VA rules for veterans. So by far, the veterans videos are giving the most love to our channel. I appreciate everybody that watches, but I know the veterans bring the most views right now. We also have videos about personal finance. As I'm a Black attorney, we do some videos about how to be an aspiring lawyer, about going to HBCU, law schools, things of that nature. But we try to bring a little of something for everybody to see what interests everybody. But I'm going to go right into talking about the cost of living increases, first for veterans, and then for those that also receive not just veterans benefits, but also Social Security Administration benefits. There's cost of living increases for those that are going to be in effect for 2025 the year. So let me share my screen with you, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Subscribe to us so that you can see more content from us. So let me share my screen with you again. And if I forgot to mention, if you're watching your phone, I find it helpful to turn your phone sideways so that you can see the text easier. So I'm just sharing you straight from the VA website. I go to the official sources when I share with you guys. And this is the current compensation rates for veterans for the 2025. And this is effective as of December 1st. So you may have seen a change in your compensation already. So if you have 10%, it tells you you get 175. I think it's up maybe $4 from last year. So I think it was like 171. You can compare it with the past rates. On the left, you click on that. So it's 175 this year. Last year was 171. So it's a couple of dollars more. And that makes a difference for some people as you get higher. It shows you all the rates. So for up to 100% rating with children, with dependent spouses, dependents including children, it gives you all the rates. So it basically can tell you what you can anticipate so you can budget for that amount. But it did go up about $4 or $5 for each category from what you previously were receiving if you are receiving veterans benefits. Also, if you are receiving veterans benefits, or if you're only receiving Social Security benefits, there also was an increase in Social Security cost of living information. And I'm going to share that straight from the Social Security website, cost of living adjustments. And they had a 2.5 increase for 2025. So you'll see that they also had an increase for the maximum amount of earnings subject to Social Security tax. So if you make over $176,100, then you won't have to pay Social Security tax for the amount after $176,100. It also increased the limit for how much you can make as an earning. If you're also, let's say you retired, but you're not the full retirement age, you can work a certain amount, but they will deduct if you hit over a certain dollar amount for your earnings. So they increased that to $23,400 if you haven't reached the full retirement age. And if you have reached the full retirement age, you can have earnings up to $62,160 before they start deducting $1 from benefits for each $3 earned over the $62,000. There's no limit on earnings for workers who are full retirement age or older for the entire year. So it basically gives you some idea, like if you're trying to figure out your budget, how much you can make sure you don't hit the maximum amount. They have increased those for Social Security earnings and for benefits for those who, for those of you who receive both VA benefits and Social Security benefits. Now, I did a video before about if you receive both of those, and if, let's say, it's pension benefits, it doesn't really apply because pension benefits under VA, the VA policy, there is an income limit for how much you can receive between Social Security and other income. But what I'm talking about specifically right here, it's VA disability payments plus Social Security payments. You can receive both of them, and both of those are tax-free. So if you're just hopping on here, I wanted to talk about the most watched videos we had this year. Mostly was the VA videos. I'm going to share my screen with you to show you, if you're new here, we have a whole playlist, but I'm going to share the TXC Tells All channel, and we have almost 10,000 subscribers, but we started off as just attorneys, real estate investors, and everything in between. And I actually want to talk a little bit about the real estate part of it. I did a video previously about how to invest if you want to invest passively into real estate. And let me see if I can find it real quick, because I do have an update on that. And the update is we acquired 16 properties, and we've actually been selling them off a little by little so that we can get a return on our money, which is actually a good thing. It's a totally passive investment, and it was supposed to be a 10-year hold, but we actually are 3 years into it, and we've already been selling off some of the properties. So this is what it was: the real estate syndications, commercial real estate, and I go into detail.
We made USAA for homeowners who like.
If you have, let's say, some money that you want to invest in a property, but you don't have the time to do so, real estate syndications is the way to go. Basically, there's a project manager who finds the properties, you invest with them, and they basically handle the day-to-day things that happen, and you are promised a certain multiplier on the equity that you put in it. Let's say you invest $50,000. This says is a round number. You can possibly make 3 times the amount of your equity that you put in, which would mean $150,000, which you would make 50 of that was the initial, so maybe 100,000 in general. And that's something that you can do totally passively. All you have to do is check your emails, and they actually send in the checks. And this is a great way for busy professionals who don't have time to actually invest the time on a daily basis, but actually want to spend their money in a different way than, let's say, investing in 401ks and things of that nature. This can be a way of doing that. So that we're at the beginning of 2025, and you're trying to find new ways in 2025 to utilize your money. Real estate investing is always a thing. But if you're like me and don't have the time to actually do the daily day-to-day work, check out the video, Real Estate Syndications, Commercial Real Estate Investing for Busy Professionals. And I walk you basically through how to get involved and how do you find a trustworthy general manager that can handle those things. So that's something that I wanted to talk about as well. Let me go back to, and if you have any questions that you want to ask me, I want to leave this space for those who, since this is going to be the last live of the year, if you had any questions you want to ask, if you just want to shout out where you're watching from, shout out in the comment section where you're watching from. If you're watching on the replay, #replay gang. And I just usually say, let me know, are you watching here as a veteran? Let us know what your MLS is. If you're watching as an aspiring attorney or a new attorney, let me know where you're planning to go to law school at. If we helped you with personal finance, let us know how you found the channel and how we basically helped you get there. 2024 we've tried to do a lot of different content, including travel. And I recently traveled to, and I'll share that video. I recently traveled to Tokyo, Japan, and for over the Thanksgiving break. And it was a great time to be had. And I think that, hold on, let me see. Let me share my screen here. I did it as a short, but I basically went to Tokyo for 7 days, and it was a samurai experience we had there. We went to Disney Tokyo. We went to Team Lab Borderless to check out that. I loved. Oh, I skipped it by mistake. Sorry. Let me try.
Like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor. Am I right? Am I right? Like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6. Like a G6. Like a G6. Now I'm feeling.
That was Team Lab Borderless, and that is basically a digital art museum that's in Tokyo, and it was great. It was so many rooms you could go into. Every room was something different. That was basically it moved. The digital art was impacted by the people that were in the room. So when you're in the room, it's going to be a totally different thing if you were not in the room. So if you can go back to the same room, you'll experience a different digital art presentation when you go in there than what you had the first time you went. So I thought that was top tier experience when I went there with my goddaughter. We also went to Disney Tokyo, and that was very crowded. Well, Disney Tokyo Sea, and it was a totally different experience, but it was a great experience. They had great food there, different kind of parks that you can visit that you don't get here. So I thought that was a great experience. And then we also went to the samurai experience. We basically got to dress up as a samurai, learn some of the moves, and understand how the samurai ruled Tokyo at one point.
He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like pictures, but this money ain't.
So that was a great experience. So we had some travel this year. We had some veterans videos. We had some lawyer things of that nature. So I think that was a good experience. If you haven't checked out Tokyo, check it out. We also went on a Disney cruise to Alaska, which was also a great experience. Kind of cold, but not horrible. We got to see different parts of Alaska, Ketchikan, Juneau, the capital. So it was a good experience. It was a different experience than what I'm used to, like the hot weather, but it was still a great experience. So I think those were good experiences for the 2024 year. Shout out if you want some travel, give some recommendation that you want to do for the 2025 year. We want to have some inspiration for the 2025 year travel year. I have some things on my list. Maybe Puerto Rico's in the list or things of that nature. So just let us know. Hi, Vivian, watching from Spring, Texas. Shout out to Texas. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're in the replay game, let me know where you're watching from as well. But I wanted to hop on here. And like I said, this is going to be the last live of the year. But we have more great content coming for you in 2025. So if you are hopping in, if you have any questions, whether it be from veterans benefits to lawyer, to travel, to personal finance, put them in the comment section. I wanted to leave some space for you guys to have questions today. I know that I'm competing with Sunday night football and all those things. So we want to hop on here, but I know we have some competing interests right now. So I understand that, and a lot of people watch on the replay, so that's fine. But hopefully that you've learned something from us this year, and hopefully you see some even greater things for us next year. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of the crew, and Happy New Year to you guys. And we'll see you in the 2025 New Year.